Hello, hello. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3. How are you? Who's there? Who is already there? Let me know. Yo, what's up? Leo. Okay, good to go. Hello, hello. Hello, sir. Am I that old? Do I look like this old? Like sir level? Am I on a sir level now? Oh, good, I'm joking. So, who is here? No, I'm just polite. Yeah, all good. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. So I already see like blind is already there. So we have one person from the list already here. Yeah. What about the rest? So what about Hugo, Birita? Kure's new, I think, on the list. Now I saw Kure before, I think. AJ. Have we AJ before? I'm not sure on it, honestly. And Iglo, of course, my man. Where's Iglo? Where's the mate? Hopefully we can start pretty soon, right? Because it's already 7:30. I would like to start, but we definitely need all the people from the list right now. So that would be good. Ah, okay, my name is just BLND for the future. Yeah, okay. I thought it's blind or something, but yeah, BLND, okay. Where's the rest? The rest from Schützenfest. Hmm. How's going with your own production? Recently, not that good, but it's more, yeah, because I'm setting priorities a bit different right now. So I just really, yeah, I don't have the mental capacity right now to produce, honestly, because in the end, production or producing music is a very creative, of course, yeah, procedure. And yeah, I currently am doing so many things, um, which yeah, takes very much focus. And yeah, they're like, they have bigger priorities right now than my personal productions. um but it's not like I'm not doing music right now, so it's not, it's my own productions are currently more on hold right now, but I'm still like creative in a way still. But yeah, I will definitely do more in the future. um and yeah, when the mental capacities are back and I have time, or that's time is the wrong word, but if I have the yeah, the freedomness again, or let's say the, yeah, it's like, I would say it's really about energy. So if I have the energy for that, and yeah, I will definitely go back to production. But right now I'm really focusing right now on the family right now. um as the second child is coming pretty soon, very very soon, and the first one is right now in a very specific phase. She's 3 right now, and that's a very interesting phase because you really need time for, yeah, for her feelings and to understand everything properly. And I don't want to like do things in a rush, so I'm really taking the time to explain things more, and like, and to take the time and to not be, I don't know, like overwhelmed by my own feelings and stuff like this, because sometimes it's very hard. uh and she can really be very very annoying, is hard to say because she's really lovely still, but she's in a really like uh difficult phase. So I'm taking very much time for her right now, so that's one of my biggest priorities, because I want to be as available as possible for her. So, and I think it's very important. And then of course Stone Techno project is like running hot right now, because the festival is already in kind of 2.5 months, you know. And yeah, label stuff, my own like one-on-one sessions with people, doing like production schooling stuff like this. So I'm very creative, so I'm doing a lot of things right now. But yeah, I'm just not like having more mental capacity to also do my own productions right now. So because it's really like, you have to take the time, you have to have the mental capacity, and you have to be creative. If you're not, if the head is full, for me personally, it's very hard to be creative then. Thank you very much. So yeah, that's how it is right now. But yeah, like I said, it's I'm doing still a lot of things. uh I'm also like planning something. I also want to do the label thing still, but I'm right now working on something else. um I have a meeting tomorrow. I had a few meetings the last few weeks, so I'm working on something, and that needs also like focus. But yeah, it's, let's say I've really like right now like 4 or 5 really big priorities, and yeah, the production. So my own production would be the sixth one, and I also want to take time to yeah, turn off sometimes, like to relax here and there. Because I know it's important. If you just like work constantly on a high level, it's really like you're getting exhausted very, very quickly. So I know myself very good, and I've did that. So I've did that wrong in the future, in the past. So I've learned from my mistakes, and I know, okay, my capacities. So my my to-dos or my capacity is now full, or it's empty, let's say it like this. So my mental capacity is now empty, or it's really like blocked with too much things. So I have to step back again, and you know and that's, yeah, that's something I had to learn over the few 3 years of being self-employed, and I'm still learning. So, but yeah, but still there's something coming this year uh, on a label, so I'm very excited about that. I also have like one EP finished. I just have to do the mix down, and yeah, after that I can release that as well. And yeah, so I could have like 2 releases this year. So it's not like it's nothing happen. It's not like that. It's nothing happening. It's just like, yeah, currently, it's more, let's say, yeah, administrative stuff, or yeah, operational stuff, not creative stuff. Yes, sure, I agree. Some time off to heal the soul is important. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, where are all the people? Leo's there. BLND is also there. Okay, Leo didn't haven't like put something in the list, but still there. Appreciate that again, my friend. But yeah, we have a few people on the list, and we definitely need a few people from the list in the live. And yeah, that would be good to have the people now joining, or we have to, yeah, skip their names. Like, it's already a bit late. It's so 7:20, 7:40, 20 minutes before 8, and we are always doing till 9. I won't change the rules. So I would say I don't want to wait that much. If Bila and D, if you are fine with it, I would go with your track first, and I would already give feedback to it if you're fine with it, even if it's not that full right now in the chat. But I think that's totally fun. I see AJ. or EJ in the list as well. So we would have 2 people from the list on the live right now. That's okay. But still we need a few more people for the feedback. So for giving feedback to the tracks we're listening to, right? But yeah, I would say let's not waste too much time, even if it's not that full right now. But hopefully a few one will join during the live. And yeah, I would say we will start with BLND because I know that Iglo is not here right now, or if he joined during the last few minutes, then let me know on Instagram. I can't see you on Instagram, on YouTube. I never know who's online, so people have to give me like a little hint on YouTube, because yeah, I can't see it. I don't know why, but yeah, it is how it is. Can't see the list from YouTube. Yeah, rules are pretty easy, but I would try to explain it, or I will just start. So every track is getting 10 minutes. We will listen to the tracks, and I will give feedback during the tracks, and after 10 minutes I'm switching to the next track. Of course, if I am in the process of explaining something, surely I will finish that, so it's not like 10 minutes are done and I'm like stop talking. So 10 minutes, and yeah, of course, plus a bit to finish my thoughts, and to explain everything properly till the end. But until now, everything went pretty smooth with the other feedback. So no release tracks, please. Just tracks which are, let's say, in the making. So unreleased tracks or already signed tracks, which are, let's say, in the like finishing phase with, okay, I'm not pretty sure with the mix down. I would like to hear like feedback to the mix down. That's also fine. Release tracks, please not, because really like that's really like for tracks in a process of making. During the stream, I would like, that's the reason why we are skipping Iglo and Cure for now. I would like to have the people online and to take part on the live stream, to have a conversation between myself and the people, and of course also with the chat. So if you're not taking part on the live, I won't do your track. So if you put yourself on a list and you're not there, you're not online, yeah, I'm not like giving the feedback. Yeah, and the last one, we will listen to all the tracks on the list until 9 o'clock. Everything before 9 o'clock CET we will listen to. As soon as we turn over to 9 o'clock, we will of course finish the track which is like playing, but after that we won't start any new tracks. And that's it, I think, for now. If something come up to my mind during the stream, I will let you know, but for now I think that's the most important ones. And yeah, I would say Iglo's not there, Curio's not there. Let's start with BLND. If you are ready, I would just start with your track. And yeah, what is very welcomed is to hear feedback from the chat as well. So if you have anything you want to or if you have something that you recognize and you think, okay, that's important, I would like to say something about that, feel free. Every feedback is welcomed. And what's also important, always respectful, please. Until now we had a lovely chat, and hopefully it stays like this, So only constructive feedback, positivity in the chat, please. And yeah, if there's something you want to criticize, that's fine, but we won't give no hate and stuff like this. We don't want that here on this channel. So yeah, because we're all in the process of yeah, getting better and developing ourselves. And yeah, it's brave enough to put yourself on the list. So everybody needs to be motivated more, and yeah, that's why we will give feedback here. So feel free to join every session, and yeah, you don't have to be shy. Okay, BLND, same track as last time. Is the low end better, and is it a better mixing of the track now? Yeah, let's see. I would say we'll start right now. So 10 minutes for you from now. And yeah, let's start with this today's feedback loop. Okay. I can remember that the low end was very squeezed, right? Like I think it was really pressed. So first I couldn't hear the sub, and I couldn't hear the transient of the kick. That was the feedback, right? Let me know, BLND. Hola, Bireda, what's up, my friend? Grüß Gott. Servus. Yeah, okay, I remember, yeah. Yeah, it's getting better. So I can hear the structure of the sub, and I can hear the groove, and I can hear now the transient. So it's definitely now better than last week, for sure. Грязко. I did what you said, glue the bassline to the kick and lower it, and some EQ adjustment. It's definitely sounding now better because it sounds like more clean and balanced. So So mix sound wise, it sounds better now. Leo wrote that it's too loud, and yeah, Leo mentioned it, and that's what I also have in mind now. After I can hear the track properly, you know, it's not that compressed anymore. So that's the next step. So the idea of the track is nice, you know, and you have nice sounds and everything. So what I would like to hear is, let's say, more a better telling story. So you have this lead sound, and the lead sound is not changing. So you don't have any like tension buildup. You don't have like any development. It's just staying static the whole time, like this. I would call them like interstellar bleepy sounds. You know, that's kind of, let's say, the leady sound, and there is no story behind it. So it's very like staying on the same, no automations, and you know. So what I always love to hear, and what makes the track very interesting, is like it's storytelling, like build up, you know, building up tension, and then having a release, and then after the release you will have another, let's say, short tension build up, and then you are going to the out phase of the track. So in the outro, you know, you're introducing the track, then you're like building up, you're introducing like the sounds, the lead sound, whatever, then you're trying to build up the sound, like the track is getting more energetic, and you know, you want to transport emotions, and then until the break, or however you want to have this tension release, you know. Then after that, if you want to keep the track short, of course you can go immediately into the outro, but the most of the people like building a track into two parts. So you have like the first part, break, second part, you know, and then like with the second part you're going into this, let's say, you're again building up a bit tension, and then like having this last moment, and then it's going into the outro. So you want to tell a bit of story, you know, and that story is missing, because right now it sounds very repetitive, very minimalistic. That's also approach, and that's fine, people can do that, you know. It's just like, I think what's very important in music is always emotion, and you can't, like, it's hard to get like this emotions transported if you don't have this one element which is like taking you by the hand and leading you to the track, like, hey, let's go on a travel together, let's go on a trip together, you know. And that's missing a bit, because right now it sounds like you have a lot of sounds coming in, and that this and that, and you have a lot of ear candy stuff, you know. So you have a lot of SFX sounds and this and that, and that's cool, but still this most important sound, which is like staying all the way in the track, is very static. So there's no movement in this sound, and you know, you need that movement to have like this, to, you know, the SFX sounds are just like the cherry on the cake, you know. So putting that together, and then having again this lead sound which is like leading to the track, and like showing you all these SFX, and these SFX are coming in, and you're like, oh right, crazy, but still you have this lead sound which is like pushing the energy, and it's like transporting the energy. That's what is missing right now. Sound selection is cool, however it feels like there are only FX sounds, no lead. Yeah, that's the thing, like, yeah, there is a lead sound, but the lead sound stays the same whole time. And that's something definitely it's in the end, of course, it's a matter of taste, right? Like, do whatever you want. If you want to do that approach to be very minimalistic, there are a lot of producers who are doing that, and that's totally fine, you know. If it's your approach, if it's your vibe, go for it. I think I'm just saying what I like to hear, you know, and that's what I think is very important for music, because music is just like transporting emotions. So you are like putting emotions into the track, and the track is transporting emotions through the speakers to the dance floor. So, you know, it's like a giving win-win situation, however you want, like like transition. No, it's not a transition. It's like transportation of your emotions to the emotions, and you want to reach the people, on the dance floor somehow. Okay. So for closure, it's a bit too loud, and I need more storytelling. The low end problem was much better. The low end sounds better now because I can hear the structure of the low end. Like there's something happening, and I can now feel the groove. Before that, it was very heavy, and I couldn't hear the groove, and that was a problem because the groove is very important, and the low end is a very heavy and yeah, a very strong frequency spectrum, and it really can own the whole mix, and then if you play it on the dance floor, you can really recognize how the energy on the dance floor changes if you have like a bad low end and compared to a good low end, with a groove and everything, because it sounds very muddy, it's very like a just like a block, like somebody's like hitting you with I don't know, with a whatever, like. So like that's also less is more, if you use this principle, like less is more, and like don't give too much energy in the low end, so you can have a proper sounding low end, and then that's what transports energy, with the groove and everything. We have already 10 minutes done, but there was just one comment. Okay, perfect. So now I know how to not have that on tracks in the future. Like I said, if it's your approach, it's totally fine. Don't feel forced to change something on your sound, it's just like my personal opinion about music, and you will hear the difference between like songs which are, or like tracks which are like made with a story, and it's having like a storytelling, and it's having like this energy shift, and that makes a difference, trust me, like even if it's a minimalistic track. Okay, so you mean with the, okay, yeah, all good. With the low end, I mean, just one comment. Also, the bleep was maybe a bit too loud, or just playing for too long. It felt a bit tearing on my ears after some time. Yeah, it was peaking out a bit too much, maybe. Yeah, could be. It was very side heavy. That's for sure. I heard it was very much happening on the sides. But yeah. That would also be something, maybe like this this bleep sound. Was it the bleep sound? Which one was it? Like which bleep sound? The leady one, or there was like these SFX happening and more, and there were happening a lot in the sides, and I had the feeling that they peaked out a bit of the mix, but I can't tell you right now which one it was exactly. Would need to listen to it again. But yeah, we only have 10 minutes, and the 10 minutes are already over. So for more feedback, yeah, we could, yeah, maybe with the next track or something, the leady one. Yeah, okay, that was too loud. Okay, I can't, honestly. It maybe, yeah, and maybe in the break it came very heavy through. So, but maybe there's so much sidechain or something on it. I don't know, because, or it's so heavy compressed, it was really like duct in the back, was upping out. Percy Leedy was upping out, is what I mean. The Leedy one popping. Okay, I was like upping. It was popping out. Yeah, it was like, okay. I can put one more track today. Yeah, we will see how far we will come today. We already started a bit too late, but okay, thank you very much for your contribution. Feel free to join if you want. Yeah, you can also like put another track if you want. What I always like to is to listen to every person once, but feel free to put another track into the list. But if there's somebody who's joining afterwards who wasn't in the list yet, I would go with the track before I listen to another track of you. It's just like to keep it fair, you know, to have everybody's like getting then one track. That's some people are not even getting like one track a week because yeah, the list sometimes is so full that we can't even make it to listen to all the tracks. Yeah, BLND, thank you very much for your track. Appreciate that. Iglo, my friend, what's the matter? Where's my friend Iglo? He joined with the list, but I can't see him in the chat. It's popping. I know that Biarrita's there. Where is Cure maybe da? Is Cure da? Is Cure there? Is Cure there? Is Iglo's? I think Iglo's not there yet. Maybe coming later. But we have Biarrita here. I know that. I already seen you in the chat, my friend. I'm already excited to listen to the next one. I would say we will go to Biarrita, right? Like, because the other ones are not there. I don't want to wait that much or that long for the people. So let's just like jump to the next track. It's by Biarrita. Biarrita, you were there, right? There. I know that you're there, but I'm just asking out of curiosity. If you are there, you know, like, are you mentally there? Or you're just like here? It's my lucky day. It's not the first one. It's not the first one, first lucky day. We listened to a lot of tracks from you, my friend. But I always appreciate your tracks, so that's always good. So that's what I said. Why I said I'm excited. Yes, I'm here. Let's go. 10 minutes. Bring it on, man. Yeah, let's bring it on. Very nice lead sound so far. I like the mood of the track. I also like this pen sound, like sounds like an alarm, you know. I really like the sound selection. And it's a very subtle like build up so far. But it's only 2 minutes. So let's see what's going to happen. I listened to this track too many times. I don't know if the arrangement is really that nice right now. Also not sure about the story. I'm a bit burned out on this track. So the sounds you have chosen, they're really nice, and I like the vibe of the track and everything. But yeah, so the track it really has much more potential, because so the lead is very static. Also, you have these sounds which are coming in, and you have the energy and certain elements. But I think what I would like recommend you is to maybe give another chance to the lead sound. Try a bit out, like maybe record it and try to put a story together, or let your emotions flew into this lead sound, because right now I passed, it sounds stupid, I want to say I passed out for a second, but it's kind of repetitive. There are happening things and it's nice, but still not that nice that it holds the attention, so I was listening 2-3 minutes, and then before the break happened I was already okay, yeah. Okay, so there's this. It's not that much. The track is nice, like I said. So the sounds are all great, and all this SFX sounds happening, and they're really on point. But the lead sound is not coming behind it. It's not on the same level. So it's really yeah, it's keeping the constant level, and there's nothing happening with the lead sound. The thing sadly is that the lead sound is a recording of VCV Rec, a modular plugin, so it's an audio where I can't play with filters. Yeah, or change the lead sound. I don't know. Try something else. You have the sequence, right? Oh, Iglo's there. Hello, my friend. Iglo, what's up? We skipped your track a few times because you were not here, but yeah. Now you're here, so we can go with your track the next. So in general, all the elements in your track are nice. The sounds are nice. Mixdown is also fine. It's really just the lead sound is, yeah, it's it's not that good as the rest of the track, and it should be the one, it should be the minimum as good as the rest. But so far the lead sound is the most boring. Sorry to say that hard, it's really the most it has a lack of energy. Just let's say it like this. So the energy is missing. Boring was rough, but the energy is missing. The track is cool, just maybe a bit more with the story. Yeah, absolutely. Yo, what's up, Speed Tier? A few names which I haven't seen for a while. Hello. How you doing, guys? Yeah, all good here, Iglo. Thank you very much. I hope you are doing well too, my friend. I don't have any feedback anymore. That's the thing. So the only thing you definitely have to do is maybe play with the lead sound a bit more. If you don't have the chance to do that because you don't have the files anymore, it's recorded with VCV Rec. I mean, you can do that, right? VCV Rec, or have you how, I don't. Is it in a modular plugin? Yeah. So is it in the DAW or is outside of the DAW? I know there are two versions. One is in the DAW, one is outside the DAW. But I can picture myself lost on the dance floor to this. Yeah, I can imagine that we could come to this point, but right now not. Yeah, it's a good one. So the automation is So the sequence is nice. I like it. It fits on this track very good. It's just really yeah, it's missing the energy, you know. That's the emotions again. It's not in the DAW, it's a free version. Okay, yeah, that's always that's yeah. Also the sequence is lost, but let's see, I have to figure something out. Try something else. I mean, the rest is fine, you know. Maybe you just try something else. Find a new one. Try a few more out, you know, like just try something new, put a new synthesizer, whatever, oscillator, try something on wavetable, I don't know. Okay. I would go to the next track, Igloo. Welcome back, my friend. Haven't heard you in a while. When will you feedback Igloo? Yeah, now. Igloo's the next one. If Igloo's there, but I think, I assume he's here. Thanks for feedback. Yeah, no worries. Always a pleasure to listen to your tracks. It's still a good track, so don't get me wrong. It's really just like I'm just sad because I really feel the track has such a potential to be a really, really like big track, but right now it's not enough, you know, like there's something missing. Igloo's there. Yeah, Igloo's there. Okay, let's go with Igloo. 10 minutes for you as well. I mean, you know the rules, so let's get it. Let's get it on. Patrick, send your music in. Yeah, Patrick, send your music in. Feel free to join the list as well. I'm DNB only. Also nice. I like DNB. Would be interesting to hear something else than techno music. I mean, I'm also into DNB music. I'm not that into DNB, but I love DNB music as well. So many familiar names from the last, like from the past, but I haven't seen these names a long time. But I see they're popping up on Instagram especially. Welcome back to everyone who haven't joined for a long time. So far, so good. That sounds tight. Nice sound selection, yeah. Now it's we're like shifting up the gear right now. I like the sounds, I also like the mix down and everything. The only thing I have to say, I'm missing somehow the idea of the track, and honestly, like, but maybe it's just myself. Perks sound lush in the back. Nice pad. Just a teaser. Maybe also this close set is a bit too loud. Sounds very... Yeah, it's really like breaking through the mix. I was having the track more as an option to fill some space, not to taking it. I mean, like I said, in general, it's a nice track. So it sounds very clean. It's definitely. I also like the sounds. I like the approach of the track and the vibe. I like the break, and when before the break it's shifting up, it sounds nice, you know. So all in all, it's okay track definitely. So yeah, the minimalistic approach is also totally fine, you know. So in general, it's an okay track, you know. For me personally, it's really just like missing something in the track, but I can't really say if it's some like, but it's yeah, it's my personal feeling. But I feel your point. Mixdown's top as well. Nice idea. First off, nice track. Sound selection is great. Mix is also really good. However, personally, maybe the click transient is a bit heavy for this kind of track. Okay. Yeah. Probably. I don't know. Also the lead, also the idea is missing a bit for me. The best moment is when the pad comes in before the break. There it feels like the story starts, but then it doesn't. Yeah, that was my feeling. I was like, oh, now we are shifting up, but then we came back to this very minimalistic. Hey, that's totally fine. You know, like not every track has to be like how Eagle wrote it. You know, like he wrote the track is more option to fill some space, not to taking it. So of course you don't always have to like do a very heavy emotional loaded track, and not every track is made for like taking like space. How Eagle wrote it is pretty nice wording. I'm also playing like minimalistic. I would play that track, you know, like, so I understand the point. I also understand the track. I would play the, I would play this track, you know, and I'm also playing very minimalistic tracks from time to time to exactly do that, to fill a space, to, let's say, lead, or yeah, to sometimes also to make the story in my sets a bit yeah, calmer, or to change it, or whatever, you know. So you definitely need these kinds of tracks for sure as well. Absolutely. Not every track can be a banger, you know, or like, you know, oh, video went off on Instagram again. I have to re-upload myself. I forgot about that. Yeah, Iglo, I'm sorry. We'll come back to you right now. There was just 1 minute left, but we will fill this minute real, so it's going to be fair. But there's not that much I have to say to the track, honestly. Like, that's it, honestly. There's not more. It's really just like the idea of the track. But it's also fine how it is, honestly. Are we back? Yeah, we are back. So on Instagram we are back, and that's also totally enough for the last hour. Yeah, welcome back. I haven't said that much anymore. I don't know where we stopped, but yeah. So in general, totally fine. Stream was gone. Yeah, it's always, unfortunately, Instagram after 1 hour, it's shutting down because I'm streaming over OBS, you know, and I don't know why, but it's not working that way. Yeah, but I don't know what have you heard? What have you heard the last? I'm not sure. I think I got the idea. So, you know, the thing is, like I said, I don't know where we stop, but in general, it's also totally fine to have these kinds of track, because you know, you can't have only like tracks who are which are banging, you know. You can't fill 3 hours of a set with only bangers, you know. Like, when like, don't get me wrong, like, not that's not good track or something, you know, but with like catchy tracks, catchy lead sounds, this and that, poor emotions, you know. You also, like, I also try always to play tracks which are leading to a moment where I'm like trying to build up a climax, you know. And these tracks are also important, and they're not that overloaded with energy and with emotions as well. They're very subtle, and these subtle tracks are also very important, you know. So, for example, with Biarrita's tracks, nice track selection, and this also could be a totally nice track to, let's say, come into into a direction, or let's say in a progression of a set, you know, like using the track to fill a space, you know, and not to take it, like you said it, and to work to a point. My tracks are always too loud. Hey, that's all good. And yeah, so you need these kind of tracks, and so the sound selection is nice, and the idea is not so the sound selection is nice, the mix down is nice, so it's a good track I just said okayish because it. I'm always thinking in this kind of vibe, like okay, could be, it could have like a yeah, kind of a storytelling, and that's what I mean always. But like I said, these tracks are also important. These kinds of tracks are also important, you know. Okay. Thank you very much again for joining, my friend. I really missed your presence here on the streams. But I can imagine that you also have a lot of things to do. So that's the reason why I'm very thankful for that, and I really appreciate your tracks, mate. Thank you all. You're welcome, my friend. So, Ego, thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know. I think EJ is the next one. Because I don't know, is Kur there? Maybe. If Kur's there, let me know, because I haven't seen Kur yet. Hugo is also not there right now. I know that Hugo is always on YouTube, but I haven't seen him in the chat yet. I know that EJ is here. Maybe you can just give me like a small hint in the chat, so I know it for sure that you're here. But I think so. Yes, I'm here. Yeah, welcome. You're the first time here, right? I think so, because I can't remember. Most so I would say I know everyone who contributed so far, but I mean I can also be wrong. Yeah, it's my first time, a bit nervous. You don't have to be nervous. That's really the first of all, you're doing it right completely, because it's very tough to get feedback nowadays. And you're here on the right spot with lovely people, respectful people, a lovely chat, a lot of talented people here in the chat. Trust me, you can hear it. Even if I'm here and I'm like really like giving feedback, and sometimes maybe the people are like feeling okay, I'm just criticizing. It's really like, that's really like criticizing on a very high level, you know. So it's not like that the people are like all bad or something, and they're really like really good. So a lot of talented people here, and you are doing it right, because you sent a track into the list. That's very brave. So thumbs up for this, and you will take something with you from this feedback, and you will work on that, and it's going to be yeah, it's going to help you out. We are soft. Yeah, we are very soft. We are very, very soft and very lovely. What's important is that you are doing your thing and are being creative. Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. Yeah. Music is just like a matter of taste, and it's a matter of experience, of course. So if your track doesn't sound that, like if your track isn't like sounding right now as you think it should sound, that's also totally fine. If you listen to my track, I couldn't show you tracks from myself like on SoundCloud, which are like maybe 8 years old. If you listen to these tracks, you're like, oh god. And this guy's like, and this guy's telling me something about mixed down, So we all started somewhere, but we're just talking. We don't know. Maybe you're like super talented. I don't know. So let's see. And I would put you on the list on top. because I think Kur is not there. And like I said, Hugo is not there. So I will just go to your track as next. And you will get now 10 minutes. So let's see what we're doing. Just one question, because I said it, because I see the picture. Is it an already released track? Just let me know, because I've told that in the beginning, like with this rule, we're not feedbacking on tracks which are released, because I'm just seeing the cover, just to be sure. If it's in the making, that's totally fine. So if it's, let's say, signed and it's going to be released, but it's not released yet, and you have still, you want to get feedback for, let's say, yeah, what could I do or what could I adjust? That's totally fine. It's not released, just master it using Ableton stock plugins. Okay, all good. Now let's go. 10 minutes for you as well, like for everyone else. And we're listening now to EJ's track. I don't know why it's not starting automatically, because usually it starts automatically, but right now not. But CEJ. So is it CEJ or is it EJ? So like what is the right? Is it EJ? Is it CEJ? Was it? Is it just on my SoundCloud? Oh, good. I will start. Let's listen. EJ is my name, but my DJ name is CEJ. Okay. Okay, chat. What would I say now? What would be my first feedback? What do you think? Let me know. We're changing the rules right now. Like, let me know what you think about. What would I say now? What would be the first feedback? Let me know. Low end something. Low end. Bass too loud. The sub is way too heavy for this track. Boom, boom. I mean, you can already see it on waveform, you know, because it looks very squeezed, but I mean, I can hear the transient of the kick still. And maybe stylistic wise, it's going into this very stompy-ish direction and it's supporting the kick. But it's also like, can you hear that? It's really ducking the rest of the track. So maybe you have to go down with the low end in general, like. But I will also go with the sub down. Birita, what about the sides on the low end? Is there a side signal in the bass frequency? In the low end frequency? I would say yes. I mean, I can hear it here. It's not that. I don't know if it's heavy, but I think it's not that heavy. But correct me if I'm wrong. Well, at 150 Hz, there's a lot of sides, but nothing below. Okay. Low end is really owning the track. So all the other frequencies are not like, the mid range is not existing. And I think it's also happening way too much on the sides. Yeah, mostly from the bass line. I think the kick is mono. Yeah, that's fine, absolutely. But the low end. Because I think you used like a reverb. Because there's this really boomy-ish, roomy sub. Pretty abstract, can't dig the story. It's hard to hear the story, like I said, because the low end is really owning the track and the mid-range is not coming through that much. Would need some part movement. So in general, the track is very, very minimalistic. So, you know, could you explain the sides part more? I will come to that real quick. Give me a sec. So, in general, the track is very minimalistic. So you have not that many things happening and not that many sounds. And on top of that, the sounds are very static. So it's really like you created something and then you just like recorded it over the whole track without any automations, you know. That's how it sounds. Struggling with catching the groove. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's hard. Like I said, the low end is way, like the sub is way too heavy. So that's what I mean with you don't feel the groove, you can't hear it properly. But I know that people are like really sometimes also aiming on this kind of music, you know, with this very stompy-ish characteristic. Yeah, barely any automations. Yeah, so especially when you use these kinds of minimalistic techno, you really need movement, you know, in a way, wherever. Because it's very static, you know. There's nothing happening which is like, transport. You know, it's not transporting any kind of energy to the dance floor because it's the only thing which is doing like this short whoa moment is the kick. You know, when the track is coming in, and I would say like, let's imagine we are in this moment, you're like filtering in the like whoa like you're like playing the track and you're like fading it in, you know, and then with, let's say, with the low cut, and then you're like having this moment, you're like putting into the like the kick and the low end, and then you have this bomb. Everybody will go nuts just one for this moment, you know, but that's it. And then you have nearly 7 minutes of the track, and the only thing you can hear is this kick. It's kind of, you know, like listening to the same thing over 7 minutes, because the rest is not really like existing. The mid-range is getting eaten up by the low end. It's really like owning the mix, and you really just have over 7 minutes boom, 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 and then sometimes you're hearing like these beep, 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 and then there's like a bit of heads coming and stuff, you know, but without any variation. So, you know, you just have this one moment of energy, and the rest is like really like staying the same. Bit too repetitive, bit too minimalistic, but it's not, you know, it's like totally fine, you know. Still, we are, I don't know, how long are you producing? So it's overall pretty boring story. I said it once. I don't want to. I try to avoid the word boring. I said it at Biarritz tracks. Like it's, you know, that's a matter of taste in the end. You know, there are people who like very minimalistic tracks, and they played in that track. And I'm also playing minimalistic tracks. You know, and there are minimalistic tracks, like for example the one from Iglo, which is like maybe not like having that crazy tension build up and stuff like this. It's like very minimalistic, and that's totally fine, and people will play that. You know, I would avoid to use boring. You know, it's, let's say, like it for me personally, like I don't I can't feel the energy of the track. You know, that's, I always talk about energies. Like there's, for me personally, the energy is missing in a track. Like and that's going to be transported by the sound selection you have, and also with the sounds you have, how you use them and how you like build them up and everything. You know, like how much detail and how much time I take for the sounds. You know, because just, it's 10 minutes, so we're over, but I will just try to stop, like to finish the sentence. I have sometimes a feeling with people, like when they're like having the sound and they just record it, and you know, it's like set, forget, and I don't do anything. And sometimes they're like, the next step, I did that as well. You know, I did the same mistake. I only like recorded static sounds and thought that was fine. You know, and I tried to like to rescue the track, you know, with percussive elements and stuff like this. But it's, you know, you need, I mean, you have these sounds and you like these sounds, play with them, like go crazy with them, try something out, put something, like put emotions into the track, like take the sound. I have this very stupid, it's really like, I don't have that much, you know, here sometimes, like when I'm like collecting ideas. Let me think where it is in this chaotic space. I have this one. Look, it's really like, this is nothing. Or let's say like this. This is like it costs me like 200 euros, 299, something like this when it came out. I think it's right now. I think you can buy it, for less money secondhand. And it's a Fader Fox, for example, you know, and that's a MIDI controller, really, really small MIDI controller. And just like, I'm just like experimenting. I'm really like, I don't know, I'm finding a sound, and then I'm like, okay, I have my perimeters, like cutoff and resonance and I don't know, whatever, like tune, whatever, you know, like I'm just like playing with these parameters during, like, I'm just like, okay, what's doing this? Okay, how's this? Okay, let's see. And then I'm starting to like build my first story. When, I mean, you're choosing the sounds on purpose, you know, and you have like intention with the track and everything. And then I'm really like going into this, and I'm trying to find, I try to transport the emotions to the sound. So I'm really like going into this, I'm really trying to feel myself into the sound while I've chosen it, and I'm really like putting my emotions in it. I'm really trying to go crazy, and I'm recording it, and then I have a kind of a story, you know, like a basement, and then I'm building everything around it. But if you just have like static sounds and they're like repeating over 7 minutes, it doesn't help you out if you just like have a break and you like having a few percussive elements, like trying to do, like to rescue the track, you know, in the end. Was that like understandable what I've meant? I've been producing for like 3 years. Techno I started last year. I mean, you're just beginning, man. I'm doing like music for 20 years. I'm 34 now this year, so I'm gonna be 34. I'm doing that since I'm 80. You know, I'm doing that for much longer. I've started with electronic music. I started with 14, 16, 15, 16, something like this. I'm not even sure anymore, to be honest. So yeah, it's something like 20 years. And I also started with EDM and then house music and drum and bass and then jungle, and I've did everything like deep house, tech house, then techno, and since I would say like 2015 I'm only doing techno music. But yeah, and I've also learned and I'm still learning. I'm doing mastering for people, like mixdowns and masterings for people, and I'm still learning. Like, I don't know shit, compared to other people. There are much more crazier people. When I see what Ahmed sometimes know, I'm like, okay, shit, man. What the, like, what the frick is wrong with a few people? How they know that? I mean, but he's like doing that stuff even for I would say like 10 years more than me. So in 10 years, let's talk in 10 years. But like it's progress, and you have to make progression. Let me see what we got here. Hugo arrived. Hello, Hugo. Hey, EJ. Like, uh, don't. I hope you. I hope you don't get disappointed, or you thought something else. It's so that's just a typical. So that's the usual progress, and I would love to. Yeah, I would love to see you again. So feel free to send more stuff in the future, because I've learned feedback is the most important thing you can receive, and it's only making you better. It made me better, over the years. And people haven't been that nice in the past to me. There were a lot of producers, when you receive feedback, it was very hard feedback. And if you're like in your 20s, it's, you have like other problems as well. And you're trying to find yourself in a way in life. And then you think like, okay, I'm a producer, and then people are giving you feedback, and you're like, okay, I'm not a I'm not a producer. It looks like this. Not disappointed at all. It's nice to hear from you and everyone here. Yeah, I'll be back for sure. Thank you. So feel free. Thank you very much for contributing, and yeah, thumbs up for being that brave to contribute a track. That was a first step into your progression. So Hugo's there. Hello, Hugo. Hey there, just arrived. Hey, Hugo, how you doing? A bit of talking. I just received some empty. That's why I but yeah, YouTube chat is chatting. I love to see that. Well, this is the thing. Okay, the people on YouTube are like talking about Hugo's new gear. All good. Keep going, man. Keep going, EJ. Okay. So, have I? Okay, I've put it back. Okay. Thank you very much for contributing. And feel free to join in the future more often. Okay. Yeah, Kür. Where is Kür? Who is Kür? Is Kür there? Maybe I can see something in the description, but I would read it. I've been involved in techno production for years, but due to the conditions in my country and my own disability, I haven't been able to reach the level I want. This song is both very close to and yet so far from the sound I aspire to. Okay, Kür, where are you? Yeah, I think Kur is not there. Let's see. Maybe Kur will join. Maybe not. Let's see. I've said that maybe a few times. I will repeat it. People have to take part on a live stream to get a feedback. Hugo, you here? Hope all is good on your side. I bought these small speakers to not create any further problems. Well, she's basically more. If it's still going to sound shit. Yes, room acoustics are very interesting topic. I learned a lot about that when I was building my own studio. There are so many like factors you have to keep in mind, like building up studio. It's not you know, you can't just like buy a room. Even if you buy a house, let's say you have like the like, you know, like fuck off money, you know, like you don't have money problems and you can do whatever you want and you buy a house and you can't even like build a studio in every room you would like to. So there are like specific factors you have to keep in mind, like how's the buildup of the room, which walls are there, like is it concrete or is it like how it's called Regips. I'm not sure how the like is if it's like an international word, but you know, or whatever, you know, like that's one thing. Or even like if you have like windows and out of which material are these windows, are like they're like is there only one glass, two glasses, three glasses, you know, like there's like einfach Verglas, zwei I don't know how it's in English, but you know, like how thick is the glass of the window, and like which material is it plastic, is it like wood or whatever, you know, like the rest of the window. So like this is one thing, like also how is the shape of the room, is it like you know, there's so many factors I haven't thought about it. I've always thought about, okay, you can like go into every room you want and you can just like put, I don't know, like absorbers, or you can build like room in room, but it's not that easy, you know. So there yeah, even if you like build room in room, you can have very big problems because of other factors. That's so like crazy. Okay, I'm talking very much. Hugo, it's already, oh god, it's already 8. It's we only have 10 minutes left. So Hugo, what about you? Are you I've asked that already. Like, are you ready to get feedback? If not, you would be the last one for today if you're here. If you're here. If not, who's Memandu? Yes, okay. Let's go. Yeah, okay, you're a lucky one. So, okay. I think it's going to be the last track for today. So let's see. 10 minutes from now for our friend Hugo. I'm very excited. I always love your approach, mate. It's going to be a dubby again. Rhetorical question. Okay, LGGGB221 is Memandu, right? Memandu. I think we won't make it to a track this week because We already have 5 minutes before 9. The track is going to... it's going to be... I don't think we will make it. Because after 9 we are not listening to new tracks anymore. But maybe next week. Feel free to join again next week. Sounds crisp, but I think the low end, like the sub bass is... I would do a bit different EQing on the sub bass, or maybe the tune is not the right one. Sounds a bit too high for me. Or maybe there's this very disgusting resonance, you know, there if you're like having sub frequencies. Sometimes, if you, especially when you have them that high, you know, there are sometimes these very problematic resonance sounds in the low end. It's very popping out. Can you hear that? High bass pitch, yeah. It's really owning the track. Can you hear it? Like, and everything else is like. It's really getting ducked. Check somewhere between 200 and 300 hertz. It's really like... I think the bass is just too loud, which is fine. Yeah. I would still check the resonance in the low end. That's also very important. You don't only have resonances in high frequency sounds. That's also something that people forget about. You also have it in the lower frequencies. I like the sound selection and everything. It's just really like the bass is really like killing the whole balance. Bit overcrowded in the back. Honestly, I can't really hear. So good that you listen to it, but I really can't hear the back. So it's really like the low end is really, yeah, like not confusing me, but it's really like taking the spotlight during listening. Clogged at times, I guess. What means clogged? have to. Oh, it's clocked. Ah, okay, I get it. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Clocked is a good word, yeah. Get what you mean. Yeah. Too busy. I have too much informations, yeah, so I know what you mean with overcrowded. Yeah. Yeah, could be. Overcrowded in the back, so yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if it's the back or it should be that everything like more up front, you know? So it's overcrowded at the back, of course, because like everything is getting pushed back uh due like because of the sub, you know, and like the low end. Like everything is getting in behind and everything is getting into the back of the mix. So that's maybe also one of the reasons why it's sounding that busy in it. But it's hard to say that, you know, because we would need to listen to it with, let's say, more clean mix, and then I could like give more precise feedback to that. I feel like the bass needs to be quieter by a good amount of dBs on, and then maybe some glue compression or saturation on the low end group to get more warmth. Yeah, that would be good, of course. Yeah, I'm going with that, but also check definitely like really check the resonance of the low end, because there's really this. It's really like, yeah, how it's called. Could explain it, like it's really like. There's resonance. I mean, I hear it during listening. I can't explain it differently. It's for me. I hear the real resonance. Sounds. It's getting this kind of boxy sound, kind of. You know what I mean? Yes, yes, I can see exactly where it's coming from. Okay, Hugo know what to do. Okay, perfect. And yeah, Birita told it quieter, the bass quieter, definitely. So the sub of definitely quieter, good amount of dBs. Yeah, I would first check the 2 to 300 dB frequent hertz, so 200 to 300 hertz. Check the resonance where it is, then go down with it. I would go with 2 dB or something, maybe even 3, and then see what happens with the sub, and yeah, then see what is going on with the loudness of the sub, and then adjust it. It definitely has to be a bit quieter for sure. And yeah, saturation always good on low end, to create more warmth in the low end for sure. Okay, that's it. um Thank you very much. It's 9 o'clock. um this time again, once I quit the resonance, going to do a thing. It's peaking heavy. Yeah, it's coming out crazy. I really like it. I heard it from the beginning. Um, yeah, thank you very much. It's 9 o'clock. Thank you very much for joining again. It was a good Monday. Again, good. Yeah, good contributions. I really love to listen to a track, and yeah, again on a Monday. The last 2 weeks it was so busy on Mondays, so I'm very happy that we are back here on Monday, and yeah, hopefully also again next week, because like I said, it's really like just it's really just like maybe only days until my second daughter is going to be born. So let's see. um so I will definitely try to find the time next week for stream. So hopefully Monday. If not Monday, I will try to do it on another day. But let's see. Yeah, one thing what's important, because I have to set it, but I hope that was logical. But there, so Stone Techno is like in 2.5 months. So during the 2 weeks of Stone Techno, the stream won't happen. Maybe we will do even like something like a summer break, but let's see. Because like the week before Stone Techno, no chance to go online because we are like setting up everything, and yeah, we are starting with the preparations from like Saturday, and I will come. So I will be there on site from Monday till Friday every day, and of course on the Monday after the festival. Trust me, you don't want to do a stream on Monday after the festival. So I don't want to do it, and I think you don't want to have me on a stream after like 3 days in a row. I really can see myself without voice and everything after 3 days and like being really wrecked. So these 2 weeks are going to be definitely, yeah, we won't have the stream in these 2 weeks, but I will let you know. I will keep you informed and everything for yeah, everything else. Thank you very much again. Thanks for joining. Thanks for your contributions, and yeah, hope to see you all next week. Hopefully, I will keep the channels open for you to let you know if it's going to be Monday or whatever. And yeah, until then, like always, I wish you a wonderful week. Thank you very much for joining. Positive energy to all of you, and much love, and much respect, and be kind to each other, and yeah, keep working. You're doing nice, people. So see you next week. Have a nice one. Bye bye.